What's up, YouTube? Team Yu-Gi-Oh here. As you can see, new mat. I won a regional at Nationals. I'm giving my deck profile. I scrubbed out day 2. I ended up, after day 1, I was X2-1, so I had 16 points, and I moved on to day 2. And let's see. And then I scrubbed out day 1. I got a tie the first round. I won the second round. I lost the third round. Ended up X3-2, so it's not that bad for my first Nationals, I guess. I ended up playing Prophecy. I never thought I would play this deck, and I talked this deck down a lot. And I said Evil Swarm, and I talked that up, and then I started talking Evil Swarm down. I really don't. Evil Swarm, yeah. But, so, I played Attack the Giant card before, and I won 2 rounds, and I lost out to a good Dragon player, and I drew really bad. And then, let's see, I won out this regional, Sunday. It was like the last side event I played in. It was actually the only other side event I played in, because I didn't have time. And I won. I played 3 dragons, and I 2-0'd all of them. And then I played an Evil Swarm, and I 2-1'd him. I would have 2-0'd him, but well-timed Eradicator, and I just didn't draw out of it, and he ripped a rabbit, and was able to come back. Even though I was winning that game, and I was confident I was going to win, and then he had that Eradicator, and ripped a rabbit. So, I mean, it happens, but I did still win. So, yeah, this is a Prophecy deck I played. I don't know, it's a Prophecy spellbook, whatever. I played 3, blue. Oh, wait, before I start that, so I got a mat, and I got a deck box, another one of these, which is great. I like these things. But I didn't get a pack this time. Didn't get a pack. Anyways, getting back into it. I played 3 blue boys, Spellbook Magician Prophecy, 2 Jowgen. You need to, this guy, it's really, like, because you'll bring one out, and then, especially, it's, like, really clutch in the dragon match. You'll bring pretty much every other match I side one out, but it's really clutch against dragons to have 2, because you bring one out, and then they'll run over with, like, a Pebbles eventually, and if you can bring the second one out, or, like, even if you draw the second one, sometimes it's actually good to draw, because you're able to get over, like, Draco Sacks that way and stuff. But I really, really like 2. I think it's good because there are times where you'll Judgment, and then it'll die, and then you Judgment again, and you bring the second one out, and it's really, really ridiculous. And then sometimes you draw one, and you just want to make sure you have the other one in deck to summon. And then I played Trip Kaiku. Kaiku is amazing. He is your beater of the deck. He's, like, literally, like, the card, like, if I drew this guy, and with other spellbooks and stuff, like, he was incredible. And he just destroys everything. Like, when you have Kaiku Jowgen on the field, like, most of the time, the dragons just scoop. And then I played 1 Veiler, pretty much just in case for the Judgment, and then it's, like, it's the most generic, like, best level 1. I cited out, like, I think, every game against every matchup, because it's just not that great of a card rate. Like, I don't, personally, like, in this deck, it's not that great. If I had to cut something, I might cut this. I like having 1 in. I definitely wouldn't play more than 1. And then this Reborn should be a Priestess. I was borrowing the Priestess. I played 1 Priestess. It was pretty good. It's really, really good in the mirror. That's all I have to say about Priestess. It's really good in the mirror. It's alright and everything else. It's not really that great. But I played, before I had a Priestess, I played Reborn, because I thought it was another pretty good card. And it's a spell, and I like it because, you know, it allows you to, like, against dragons, like, if they go, like, Synchro for something or whatever, and you're able to, like, and they go, like, Eradicator or whatever. Actually, that doesn't make any sense, because this is a spell. I don't know. You know, it allows you, like, do some cool plays and bring back big guys and stuff, so. Heavy, I definitely think you need to play this card, especially this format. It's really great. Really great, being able to clear all the back rows. Really good, really, really good in the mirror. And dragons are now citing DNA Surgery, which changes the type of the monster. So basically, you can't use, like, Fate or Master. Book. This card's really, really good. It's one of your only, like, non-searchable reactive spells, and it's just a really good card, especially because it can flip the blue guy down. and it's a spell card, so I mean it adds more to Judgment, and it fits in with the theme of the deck. And then for spells, you got 3 Judgment. I got 1 Spanish one. You know, it's ridiculous. When you open this card with secrets, you should be winning that game, no matter what, if you do it right. It's ridiculous. And then I played 3 secrets, 2 master, 2 crescent. This card's alright. Like, I would keep playing it, because it's actually, I mean, it's decent, but all I have to say is it's alright. Double power. Definitely keep 2 powers. I wouldn't cut this to 1. Almost did. 2 fates. I would probably put in a 3rd fate, because there were a few points where I kind of wished I had a 3rd one. But those were, I was kind of like, it was kind of my fault, because in those cases I had Eternity, and I didn't have a Fate Vanish to bring back with Eternity, and I had 2 Engrave, and it was kind of my fault. In the situations, like, it wasn't, like, it only happened, like, twice, and one time I really couldn't do anything like, I couldn't even chain it, from it being destroyed, and then the other time I could have, and it didn't end up making a difference. 1 Eternity. This is probably my favorite spellbook out of all of them. Like, this card is ridiculous. Like, if you banish right and you do everything right, this card allows you to just do everything all over again, which is so stupid. I wouldn't play. I want to play 2, but there's no room, and I'm not playing more than 40 in this deck because it already has consistency. Well, I mean, it's pretty consistent, but I want to make sure it's consistent as possible. Double Wisdom, because again, dragons are now citing more hate cards like Last Day of Witch and Lightning Vortex, and I want to make sure that I have it, and it's really great in the mirror when they go like power on their Kaiku or something, and then you Wisdom it, and then it doesn't get it. An interesting play I did in the finals of the regional was, let's see, I summoned Kaiku. I had this and a power, so I powered my Kaiku. I actually searched both of them. I attacked his Kyrkion that he summoned, and he chained, what is it? Safe Zone on his Kyrkion. I was like, oh my god, Kyrkion is a spellcaster. Activate Spellbook of Wisdom, target Kyrkion, traps, and then he was like, oh my god, no way, and he had to waste a Compulse on it, so that was really good. Double Tower. This card is really good. When you get, like, you need to get this going off. Like, when you have this going off and you have other stuff going for you, it's really good. But sometimes there are other cards that are just more important, I feel. But this card's ridiculous. Like, you need to get it going off. 2 Star Halls. This is how this card wins the mirror. This and Kaiku. And, your play ability. This card is ridiculous because you can get this up really, really high until they, like, have to fade it or something. And sometimes if you lock them down well enough with, like, Kaiku, they can't even fade it. So it's really, really good. Definitely would play 2. I had a point where I had 29. I had 2 of them out, and I had 29 counters in total. I had 15 and 14 on them. So just think, I could have summoned an Effect Veiler, and it would have been a 2900 Effect Veiler, which is pretty crazy. 1 life. This only I used this like twice the whole weekend. I cited it out almost every game because it's like pretty much, it's not that great a card. It's alright game 1. I used it once to make a Scrap Dragon for game in the first round of the Giant card, which was actually the first time I played the deck, so that was interesting. And then I used it, I don't remember the other time I used it. Maybe I don't use it once. I don't remember. I'm sure I used it more than that, I just don't remember. Let's see, and then 2 Upstarts, because Crescent locks you out of all your other spells. Traps, 4 of them, just 2 Mirror Forces. Warning and Judgment. And that's 40 card main deck. Let's see, I'll go, I guess extra deck. I got these nice sleeves, I really like them. They're green, I like green. So yeah. Extra deck, Armory Arm, Cataster, Magical Android, Librarian, Gaia Knight.
I probably should have played a Tempest Magician, looking back on it. I probably should have. Didn't think of it. But it doesn't matter. There are no situations in which you, like, honestly, like, it really just does not matter. Arcanite, Black Rose, Scrap Dragon, Blader, Gachi, Phoenix, Shining Elf, Cowboy, Dweller, Maestro. Let's see. I never made any of these. I never even played Mermails, which was the only reason I put Dweller in there. I never made this. I made this a few times, just to push harder. Never made this. Never made the Blader. Although, I mean, there were so many dragons. Like, I saw this card so much this weekend. Blader was just winning the Dragon Mirror like crazy. It's ridiculous. It was just like, literally like, it locking them down. I saw that card so much. I'm just going to end it there because I don't know what I'm talking about. Scrap Dragon I made once. I never made this. Never made this. Never made this. I made this once and I powered it up to 48 to try and push for game, and I did. I never made this. Never made this. Never made this. The extra deck's really not that important. You can pretty much play the deck without it. Side deck. Let's see. Alright, so my side deck now is 2 cards different because I played it for the regional. For the regional, I played 2 Tsukiyomi. This card's incredible. I learned that it is ridiculous against the mirror match. It's so good because it gets rid of their Kaikus. You flip it down and attack over it. It's ridiculous. And it's searchable by Star Hall if you have 4 counters. It's so good in the mirror. And it's good against Evil Storm too because you can flip their guys down and attack over them. And you can flip Ophion down and attack over it with like power or something, which is really cool. Really, really good card. Although, in the main event, I only played 1 Tsukiyomi. And I played Maxi. I threw this in because I really didn't have anything else to put in the side. And I felt I wanted something if I went first against dragons, or I went second against dragons. I never really drew it, but this is these two in the main event were Royal Decrees, which I really didn't like. So yeah, I just put those 2 in. My side kind of conflicts with Maxi, so I was just like, I'll just throw it in. Whatever, it's a 1-of. Never even saw it. 3 Space Typhoons, you need to side this because of DNA surgery. Triple D-Fissure, slows down dragons immensely. You open this with like a Blue Boy Judgment or whatever. You're going off and they're stuck. I mean, they can do stuff, but it makes them, it slows them down immensely. And it makes their plays stop a lot sooner. It makes them run out of resources a lot faster. 2 Curse Seals and 2 Retorts. I thought I was going to see a lot of mirrors. I saw like 4 or 5 mirrors. Yeah, these cards are really, really good in the mirror. Really, really, really good. I think siding both of them was a good idea. And let's see. Double Mind Drain was the last card. Originally I was playing 3 and then I cut it to 2. I think 2 is the right number for this. It's a decent card if you're, it's a decent card. That's what I'll say about it. And then my Judgment, let's see. I'll show you my Judgment tokens. Well, tokens. I kept track. This is what I used to keep track of Judgment. My tokens. These are my tokens now. So I have a bajillion tokens. I can never run out of tokens. I have a bajillion dice. If you're playing this deck, I actually almost ran out of dice once. I almost went through, 7 dice? Which, ridiculous, right? Yeah, when you have double of this, and you have Judgments going off, it's hard to keep track of everything. But yeah, Nationals really fun. I'm now qualified for next year's Nationals, so I'm going to make it out there. I'm going to make it out. I'm gonna say this now. I will be there next year. So yeah, I mean, I guess for the rest of the season, I don't really have to worry about regionals too much. I can have a little more fun. Still topping regionals is always good, and stuff like that. So, and good testing, good, learning, stuff like that. So, yeah. I think that's it for this video. This video is probably pretty long. I'm sure you guys. I guess I'll give you guys a little bit of a Nats cap in this video. Let's see. Patrick Hoban won. Congrats to him. I think he deserved it. He's a good player, very skillful. Let's see. I'm sorry to the guy who got second. I cannot remember your name. But congratulations to you. Let's see. Third place was Steven Silverman. Good. First place Dragons. Second place Prophecy. Third place Dragons. Fourth place Norberto Leon. Congrats, man. He was playing Prophecy. And fifth place is Robbie Boyajian. Congrats. He won. I was watching his playoff match to go to Worlds, and I was sitting there, watching it. I want him to go Worlds really badly. I know Robbie I know Robbie a little bit, and yeah, I really wanted him to win because he's a really good player, and he gave me some advice and stuff. So, I wanted him to win. And I was watching him. He lost the first game. I was like, he managed to win the second game, and then the third game, the guy nuts him the first turn, and I was like, oh man, this isn't good. He managed to come back and win, so congratulations on that. And sixth place was Aaron Riker. Yeah, Aaron Riker. Congratulations. You're really good at the Dragon Mirror. That's what I hear about you. Really, really good at Dragon Mirror. And seventh and eighth place, guys. Congrats. Everybody else, congrats. Lots of people. Yeah, lots of people can deserve congratulations. There's general. I'll generally say it to everyone who deserves it. And yeah, I'm really stoked about this mat. I really like it. Although I don't, you know what? I will say this. Move all my stuff. I'll say this. Getting my other mat out. I still like the Glacier mat, Grand Soil mat more. I know. I still like it more than this mat, but I'm probably going to use this mat from now on. I'm going to use the other one as kind of a trophy. And yeah. So, wait. I have two more things to say about Konami product. Okay. One, these deck boxes need to be bigger so they hold my dice, because then I could they would actually be usable. I don't really want to throw my dice in my bag because then I'll never find them. Two, Konami, why do you make your sleeves such terrible quality? These are so bad. These sleeves are terrible quality. Like, I'm sorry, like, I feel like every time I touch my cards, I'm damaging them. Because these sleeves are terrible quality. Yeah. You should make better quality sleeves. I mean, these are like expensive sleeves, kind of, but yeah. So that's what I have to say. But I mean, they look really cool and they're shiny and they're expensive. So yeah. I have the Nats mat away somewhere. I was gonna use that, but I'm probably gonna use this now because yeah, I like this mat. I like Draco Sack. Stuff like that. This is probably a really long video. Some of the stuff I probably already said in other videos. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And Team Yu-Gi-Oh! Signing out.